All right, the first thing that we want before we start building the dashboard is the data. We have to create databases for Notion to be able to reference when we start creating the views inside the dashboard. So we have to actually start on the back end. I'm going to come over to a new page in Notion. You can create a new page, give it a title, give it an icon if you wish. And then to create a database or create anything in Notion, you could do a / to bring up a menu of all the different options that you have. A lot of these are more advanced than others, but for now, we're gonna start with one of the pillars of Notion functionality, which is the database. So to find the database, you just simply type in database. We want a full page database. We're gonna title this tasks because it's gonna be our master task database. All tasks, all types of tasks will live here. And then inside the dashboard, we can reference this database without having it actually live in our dashboard. Inside the tasks database, we want a handful of types of properties. The first is the name of the task, of course. The next will be the date of the task or the due date. And then we want the status of the task so that we can toggle whether or not the task has been completed. I'm going to create some example tasks here. You can also, if you like, change the format of the date. This I prefer to do month, day, year. Okay, now that's all we need to get started on the back end. To now reference this view and start creating some immediate functionality inside of Notion, we're going to create another / and this time, instead of creating a database, we're going to create a database view. In particular, we want a list view. When you create a new view, it's going to pop up a section over here that will ask you what database that you want to reference. We are going to reference the one that we just created, our tasks database. And then we'll go ahead and do some quick formatting to clean up the look of this. The first thing I'll do is hide the title. I'll also change the name of this little tab here to tasks. I'm going to come up to the settings and change what properties are visible. I want to see not only the name of the task, but also the date and the status. And the status, I actually want to show all the way up at the front. I can't drag it, but if you take the name and drag it down, it'll allow you to take it all the way to the front. And then to show it as a checkbox instead of a status button, we want to come to the settings again and go to Edit Properties, Status, Display As, Checkbox. One last little formatting thing I'm going to do is I don't like this icon showing for each of my tasks. I'm just going to go ahead and lay out Show Page Icon. I'm going to untoggle that. Okay, now this is all you need to have an immediately functional task manager, holistic task manager inside of Notion, complete with due dates and a checkbox for checking off tasks as you go. If you want, you can also, because this list will presumably grow pretty quickly over time, you don't want tasks to show after you have completed them, so we can come up here to the Filter tab. I like to do Advanced Filters, and then you can come to the Status option and say what you want to filter for is the status, those tasks where the status is not completed, because that way those that are completed will be filtered from the view. But now let's say that you want to do something more involved that takes a handful of tasks, maybe multiple tasks, and so we would maybe rightly call it, instead of a task, it might be more appropriate and helpful to call it a project. For example, if we want to say take a trip to Italy, that might involve tasks such as, it would be nice if instead of cluttering up our main tasks dashboard, we had a place where we could see all of these tasks, which are all related to the same one project, inside a different section separated for those projects themselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this view of our tasks view, but instead of our tasks, we're going to look at our projects. I'm going to change the name and the icon of the tab. And then we're gonna also have to change the data source. Before we can do that, we have to go back to the back end. So if we come back to our databases page that we made earlier, where we have our tasks database, we're gonna create another new database, call this one projects. And now, similar to tasks, inside our projects database, we want a handful of properties. The first one being the name of the project. The second being the date that we want to complete the project by. And then, of course, the status to track the completion status. If we take our example, take a trip to Italy, it's going to look something like this on the back end. And then when we come back to the dashboard, we can now point this view to that database inside of our settings. Down here in the settings of our view, we come to the source, the data source, change this from tasks to projects. Okay, now what we want is inside of my projects pages, that is, every time I click into a single particular project, what I want to pull up is the list of tasks that are related to this Take a Trip to Italy project. In other words, what we want is, instead of these tasks here, draft a trip itinerary, research ticket prices, etc., instead of these cluttering up my tasks manager, my central task manager, I want these to be not visible in this area, and I want them instead to be collected all inside the Take a Trip to Italy page. Here's how to do that. The first thing I'll do is give myself a little more room inside this side view. I'm going to create another new view, and you know what? We're actually going to take a shortcut. I'm going to take this whole view because I don't want to lose the formatting. I want this view of my tasks with the status showing as a checkbox, the due date showing over here on the right, and everything organized from left to right like this. I'm going to duplicate this by selecting it and doing Control D. And now I want to take this one and do Control X to cut it. We're going to come back to our projects page, and inside of the project page for Take a Trip to Italy, I'm going to paste it with Control V. Now we only want to see the tasks that are relevant to this particular project, so I can go ahead and get rid of the project tab. That's not needed here. Now the only thing I have to do from here, all the task formatting is good. The only thing I have to do in order to reference just Take a Trip to Italy is filter this view so that only the tasks of my tasks database that are related to Take a Trip to Italy are showing. But in order to do this, there's one intermediate step, and that is again on the back end. So we're going to come back again to our databases page, and inside either the tasks or the projects database, it doesn't actually matter which one you do, but if we go into either one of them, what we're going to do is point our tasks database to our projects database and vice versa. So inside one of the databases, we're going to add another property, a final property, and we're going to create a special field called a relation. Using that relation property, you'll point to the other database. In this case, I'm going to point to my tasks database. And then don't worry about any of this stuff right now. The only thing you need to change is that it's going to be a two-way relation. We're going to add this relation. And now here's what we've done. Inside my projects database, I have an area where I can specify what tasks belong to each particular project. And on the other side, my tasks database, I've created without having to come over here and do it separately because we made it a two-way relation. I created a field where in my tasks database, I can specify what project or projects each particular tasks belongs to on the other side. Now, if that doesn't make sense or if it's a little fuzzy, don't worry about it. We've created what we need to create. And now what we can do, watch this. We're going to come up to this filter tab inside my tasks view, inside my project page of Take a Trip to Italy. I'm going to come up to the filter and add a new filter rule to my advanced filter. What I want to show is those tasks that are not only not done, but I also want them to meet another criteria. I want it so that the project's relationship, the field inside my tasks database that's pointing to the projects that are related to whatever tasks we're talking about, I want that project section to contain this page that we're referencing up here at the top. Does that make sense? Because we have our tasks showing here in the page, and we want only those tasks showing that are related to the page that we're on. Hopefully that makes sense. To do that, we're going to do projects contains, and in this case, we're going to be referencing take a trip to Italy. Now you see here, all of my tasks disappeared. That's okay. The reason that happened is because we haven't made any actual relations yet. We opened the possibility by connecting the two databases, the tasks and the projects databases together. But now we have to actually relate the tasks to the projects. So we can do that inside of the tasks database. I know that this settle on plan for learning some Italian, update passport, and these other ones, all these 4 tasks, all belong to my take a trip to Italy database, project. So I'm going to relate those all to that. And now, back in my dashboard, check it out. We've got all the tasks, but all the tasks that we want to see, only those ones relevant to the project at hand. So we've completed the projects section of this, but now if we come back to our tasks central task manager, we're seeing, as you see, we're seeing redundancy in our system because these tasks that are part of my project are showing also in my main tasks section. I don't want that. So what I can do is inside the filter tab for my tasks view in my dashboard, I'm going to come up to it, and we want to filter now with the criteria, not only that the status is not completed, but also that if we think about this logically for a second, I want to see those tasks that are not associated with a particular project. Because if they are associated with a project, that means they're going to show up under the project page of each project in my projects view. So what I want is to filter by project, and I want to show those tasks where the projects section, where the projects field is empty. This now is showing only those tasks that are not associated with particular projects. All right, to close this out, we want to learn how to take advantage of a very powerful tool inside of Notion called templates. Inside of our projects view, of our 2 dashboard views here, what we see is a single example of our project with an associated set of tasks outlined with the example of take a trip to Italy. But the problem is, if we add a new project to this database in this view, by default, it's not going to show us anything inside of the page. And so what we want to do is create a template. In order to create a template inside of Notion, we come up here to this new button, click the drop-down menu, click new template. You can just call this project. And now what we want is a list view, the list view we've already created, showing the tasks associated with whatever project is in question. We can actually shortcut this. If we come into the Take a Trip to Italy section, we can take this that we've already built with the formatting and everything already taken care of, highlight it, and copy it. I'm going to do Control-C, and then come up into our template that we just made, click the 3 dots, edit, and then come down here and Control-V to paste. Now, what it's doing is showing us the tasks associated not with a general project, but with the particular Take a Trip to Italy project that we created earlier. We want to tweak that a little bit so that instead of that particular project, Take a Trip to Italy, Notion has this really amazing feature that allows us, when we have a relational set of databases like we do, to point, instead of to a specific project, to the generalized project, kind of like using a variable in mathematics, that the task view is falling under. Now, when we create a new project, instead of that project being empty inside of the page, we automatically see the tasks associated with this particular project by default. This way, using our Go on a Fishing Trip project as an example, if we have the following tasks associated with that project, all we have to do is associate them with that particular project, and they're going to automatically disappear from our central task manager and reappear inside of the Go on a Fishing Trip page itself. Alternatively, check this out. It's going to be actually a lot easier and faster. Instead of having our tasks always necessarily fall inside of this main task inbox, which we've created from earlier, we could instead go directly to the project that we know a task is associated with and just begin creating our checklist there. This is called forced configuration inside Notion, because what it does is it forces each of these new tasks that you create inside of this view, inside of the Finish Remodeling Basement or any new project page. Whenever you do that, because of the criteria that we've defined inside of the template, all of these tasks are automatically related to this project so that they never show up or clutter up our main tasks dashboard. Rode our bikes down broken streets.